Hello readers and digital people, and welcome back to GP Reads. I am your host, Grant Reads. And today I am going to be talking about Pokemon. Pokemon is in a bad state. As far as the games go, it's in a very, very bad state. And what I mean by that is that the last current gen games had a lot of bugs that they did not fix. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl crashed. I mean, really, really crashed multiple times where you would lose your save data and everything. These games are coming out very unpolished, which is weird for Nintendo. Because honestly, Nintendo, I was willing to put up with the graphical deficiencies because they kept their games well polished, and when they came out, they were in a finished form that didn't require DLC or patches to run smoothly or correctly. The quality outshined the performance, and now that quality is not there. So if you're not going to have quality and you're not going to have performance, what do you have? You have nothing. Nintendo, are you trying to kill your company? Are you? Because it feels like it. Okay, now let's get back into what's going on with Pokemon. So. This is a problem that actually started a while back. It started with Sun and Moon, with not including all the Pokemon, which, you know, people who played Pokemon in the 90s and the 2000s like I did, when you think Pokemon, you think you gotta catch them all, not gotta catch what's available. And that was kind of the charm of it. You could bring in your old friends from the other games. You continue your story, basically, in these new adventures. Now they don't feel real. Sword and Shield was a good game, but it didn't feel like real Pokemon because you couldn't bring your Pokemon into it. The brand of Pokemon as a whole, what made it good is that it all feels connected. They all feel organic. They all feel like they're one connected universe. And Pokemon Home is good. Pokemon Bank is good, but it's not good enough because you can't transfer everything. You just put your Pokemon in the Pokebank. You try to transfer them to the game, and it says they're not compatible. So now they're just sitting in the bank. That's not what we wanted. We didn't want a Pokemon prison. We wanted to bring our friends, our Pokemon friends, our digital friends into the new worlds, and we can't do that. And I didn't really expect it with Legends Arceus because it's not a real, true Pokemon successor. It's more of a spin-off, but it does have new Pokemon. So that irks me. The fact that they're going to put new Pokemon into a spin-off and not make it possible to transfer them to the older games or to the other games. Now we got all these pocket games. Pocket Monsters pocket games. But now we've got all of these separate games that don't feel like Pokemon. They don't feel connected to the main Pokemon, the main branch, the main games. It feels like we've got like 12 spin-offs and no true Pokemon games basically since Sun and Moon. But I mean, the problem started with Sun and Moon, but I mean, it still felt like a Pokemon game. You could transfer most of them. And then Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, they fixed it where you could have all of them. So they kind of fixed that. But since Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, we haven't really had a true Pokemon game. We've had basically spin-offs. If all the Pokemon aren't included, I don't care what you all think. Personally, it's a spin-off. Because Pokemon's got to catch them all. If you can't catch them all, it's a spin-off. I mean, we've had spin-offs before. We've had Colosseum. We've had XD Gale of Darkness. We've had all these spin-offs. Dungeon Explorers, whatever. Pokemon Dungeon. I mean, we've had spin-offs. We didn't need more spin-offs. We're ready for mainline games. And if you can't catch them all, I don't care if it says Pokemon blank 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 version. It's not a true game if you can't catch them all. That is the point. I would just play another RPG if I just wanted to play with the selection of creatures that's available on that game. Pokemon's not untouchable to me. I love Pokemon. I love the characters, I love the Pokemon, I love the lore, I love the way it's designed, I love the battles. And honestly, Pokemon Legends Arceus has amazing battles. It took away the monotony of going into a cutscene and slowly selecting your battles, slowly watching the animations to move between turns, and still having that, but having it move quickly and fluently, and you can move around while they were battling and do other things. That's what it needed. Pokemon needed a refresher. It needed to be sped up. It was way too slow, and it was perfect. And it was such a great advancement. But then you look at the world, they barely spent any time on it. They put effort into the Pokemon and into the people and into the sky for some reason. But the textures on that grass looks like Nintendo 64. Those trees are garbage. Now, if it's a limitation of the system, I understand. They wanted more open worlds, so they sacrificed the graphics to keep the open worlds and to keep there from being too many load screens. I get that. There's other ways to have good graphics in games without sacrificing the open world, and what you do is you could add in fog or add in blurring. There's things you could have done to make it work with a Nintendo Switch, but you didn't. You took the easy way out. Game Freak, I know that you're an older company and you don't understand a lot of the ways the new companies do things. You don't understand how some of these things are done. Looking at your data files, you have a clone of every character in the places they should be instead of having that character model teleport to where they need to be. I don't know if you're doing that now, but back in Sword and Shield, there was data files that showed that you were still doing that. Honestly, you all need a refresher. I don't particularly want Game Freak to go. I think they still have potential, but they need to catch up. They need to learn or Pokemon will become irrelevant. And that can't happen. And honestly, it might not happen anyway. But what I'm saying is the main line Pokemon games are going to become irrelevant. And then they'll just do spin-offs because Pokemon's going to sell anyway. Why put all the effort into another mainline game, into another generation, if the spin-offs will do just as well? That doesn't need to happen, though. Pokemon could become so much stronger. It could reach a new generation. It could reach the old generation again. It could be so much more. If you just put the effort in, put the rest of the Pokemon in. You have a large team. You have the money. You have Nintendo backing you, Game Freak. Put the Pokemon into the Pokemon games. Pokemon Go is beating you. After the next Pokédex update, it is officially the Pokemon game with the most Pokemon. It has Pokemon from Hisui. The mainline games don't have branch off like that. Pokemon Go has all the Pokemon up to the X and Y 6th generation, plus it has Pokemon from Gen 7, and it has Pokemon from Gen 8, and it has Pokemon from Hisui. Why is Niantic beating you out, Game Freak? Why is Niantic the ultimate Pokemon company? Why is Niantic the only company that actually gets it? Gets the Pokemon is about collecting them all! Why are you failing? And I don't mean that in a hateful way, because I love you, Game Freak. I love what you've done. I love this franchise you've created. I love the way you do your projects. I love the creative style, the time you take for the lore, the time you take to put into the characters and the architecture and everything, all the little details. You're an amazing company. You don't need to be falling short. You just need to listen. I'm not the only one saying this. PokeTubers, reviewers, everyone has been saying these things and you're not listening. What's the problem? Why? Is it to save money? Because you trying to save money is going to cost you more money in the end. Because your sales are not going to be as high as they could be. You can make up your money and more and gain new fans if you would only put in the effort. Because if Pokemon can stay on par, get back to where it was and stay on par, it'll move on for the foreseeable future. And if Game Freak, if you're tired of working on it, you can hand off to somebody else at that point. But you've got to get it back where it needs to be before you're able to do that. Because if you hand it off in a broken state, they're going to continue it in that broken state. You've got to get it where it needs to be. For everyone who loves Pokemon. Please, as a Pokemon fan, I'm begging you, please do the right thing. Please allow Pokemon to be Pokemon again. The main elements of the game are so reused, they don't feel fun anymore. This is why Legends Arceus is my favorite right now. We're tired of the 8 gyms and Elite Four. We are. But we do like the format enough to have it translate into something else like they did in Alola with the Totem Pokemon, and like they did in Legends Arceus with the Guardian Pokemon. We like to see a similar formula, but a refreshing version of it. And what you did with the battle system, I love it so much. Making it more like a JRPG, making it more fluid, making it flow quicker, allowing you to be able to do other things, not actually breaking immersion, breaking away from the game to go into a cutscene to battle. We hate that. We're so done with that. And you took that away, and it still feels like Pokemon, even though we don't go into those battle cutscenes. And that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. That was perfect. You did that so well. So I know the potential's there. I know you have that level of ingenuity. We just need to see it in the other elements. It's worth it. Believe me, it's so worth it. In your next main series game, please don't cut off half the Pokemon. Please don't make it another spin-off. Please make it a true Pokemon game. We would even be willing to pay extra for something like Pokemon Home if it would allow us to bring in our extra Pokemon. You can make extra money. A lot of extra money. Just by implementing our older Pokemon. Don't make them catchable in the game. You don't have to do that. Just make it where we can at least transfer our Pokemon. I'm willing to pay $5, $10, $15 to transfer the rest of my Pokemon. Now, I might not do it in perpetuity, but I'm just saying. I'm willing to pay money to get my old Pokemon onto my mainline game, so that way I can move from my older games to my newer games as my official Pokemon game. Because I still have to play Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, because that has all my favorite Pokemon on it. When you released Sword and Shield, it didn't have my 3 favorite Pokemon. It didn't have Executor, it didn't have Paris or Parasect, and it didn't have Murkrow. My 3 favorite Pokemon. I was like, wow, there's no Pokemon I like in this game. See, that's what's beautiful about Pokemon. There's so many. There's a Pokemon for everyone. And when you cut out certain Pokemon, you've cut out certain people. You cut me out of Sword and Shield. I still haven't beat that entire game because I was bored of it. After I beat the Elite Four, I'm like, well, I'm done. I don't feel like playing this anymore because I can't catch them all. What's the point of catching what's available? You know? It's not good enough. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. I don't care about these people that are Pokemon shills that say, well, we need to cut out some of them for balancing reasons. Well, we need to cut out some of them because we don't have to have all of them. We don't need to catch 1,000 Pokemon every time. Well, good for you, but that's not the reason I play Pokemon. You play your 8 gyms over and over and over and over and over again. If you're okay with that level of monotony, good for you, but I'm not. Okay? I want to see all the new Pokemon, catch all the new Pokemon, add them to my collection. But I can't add them to my collection if I can't bring my collection with me. It's a whole new collection. That's not the same. I'm not buying nostalgia anymore. And that is a big, big, big selling point for Pokemon, for Legend of Zelda, for Mario. And the part of that connects to Pokemon is the collecting. So if you can't collect them all, you lost your nostalgia. You lose your nostalgia, you lose your power. I absolutely love Legends Arceus. I loved seeing the origin forms of Dialga and Palkia. I loved seeing all of these new Pokemon, seeing these new types of Pokemon, the new gameplay, the conversations. The story was really good, really well done. But it just... I'm seeing where you're skimping, and that makes me afraid for the future of the franchise, because I feel like in the next game you're going to skimp. And I'm afraid the thing you're going to skimp on is going to be the Pokemon again. We can't have another game without all the Pokemon. Because if you do, Pokemon Go is better than you. Because 90% of the reason I enjoy Pokemon is collecting them all, adding to my collection. I'm a collector. I love collecting things. I mean, look around this room. I have collectibles everywhere. You can't look around this room, but I have collectibles everywhere. You just have to take my word for it. And as a collector, I play Pokemon to collect. If I can't collect them all, I don't want to play it. I'll keep playing Go. I'll keep playing Pokemon Go if I have to. You're going to force me to play Pokemon Go because it's the only game where I can actually catch them all. So I'm saying, after the Sun and Moon update, it officially has the most Pokemon out of any other Pokemon game. It's officially the ultimate Pokemon game. Are you happy, Game Freak, that you let Niantic make Pokemon Go I mean, it's not a real Pokemon game. It is in some aspects, but it's not quite there. And yet, the part that I love about it is better than what you're putting out. Why are you allowing Pokemon Go to be better than you? Do you want the franchise? Or do you want to just hand it off to Niantic? Because they're doing a better job with the actual core element of Pokemon. I don't know. I've got to stop ranting. That's all I really wanted to say. I wanted to say that I love Legends Arceus. I love the way it's built. I love the gameplay style. I hope they implement that into future Pokemon games. I hope we see more fluid gameplay going forward. The battle style, I hope they take some elements of that and transmit it into the next Pokemon version games. And I really hope that the next gen is not broken. I really hope that it has all of them. I really, really, really do. I don't want to see another copy of Sword and Shield. It needs to be... You need to take elements from Sword and Shield, you need to take elements from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you need to take elements from Pokemon Legends Arceus, and make the next gen the ultimate gen. Because then you have officially, that easily, that's all it takes. You've saved the franchise, and if you don't want to work on it anymore, Game Freak, you can pass it off at that point. If you do, you're set. And then from there, you can just build off of what you've already made. You don't have to worry about making all new assets again. I will be playing Legends Arceus again. I haven't actually played it all the way through. I watched my brother play it all the way through, but there's still a lot to be discovered. He did not do every little thing, so I would like to go back and completely 100% the game. Also, I do have a Pokemon theory about Giratina coming out very, very soon, and a lot of other fun things. So I hope to see you all there. I will see you all very soon. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all so much for everything you do, and make sure to keep your eyes wide open and never stop reading. See you. And I know a lot of you probably do not agree with what I just said, but, you know, that's the fun of the world. If everyone agreed, we would have no conversations. So I definitely encourage alternate views. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think about the current state of the Pokemon franchise. Do you like the fact that they're cutting back on Pokemon to make you not have to catch so many, or would you rather have them all included like I would? Please leave your comment below. I would absolutely love to hear it, and I will read every single comment, and I will respond to most, so see you there. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my patrons. Thanks to you, I'm able to do what I love. All proceeds go back towards the channel for props, for costumes, and for any trips we take or any games we play. CNK114, Investigator Zeus, Dobby's Music, Jerry Mullins, and Free Spirit Katie. Really, thank you all so much for allowing me to do what I love to do.